Hello and welcome to the eReader apps demonstration for your iPad. I'm using my personal iPad or my school iPad at this time, so it might look a little different than yours. I'm going to show you where I keep all my eReader apps organized in my reading folder. So first I'm going to tap Reading to open it up. And here you can see this is just a sampling of the eReader apps that are out there. They're probably the most popular because every type of ebook really requires its own eReader. So we're going to start with Overdrive. Overdrive is probably the most common. The public libraries use it. Things that you find online, the EPUB things, a lot of times they'll open in Overdrive. And the first thing you'll have to do when you download the Overdrive app is you'll have to sign up for a free Adobe account. You don't see that as an example here because of course I already have my account set up. But it's a free account. You definitely want to make sure you keep track of those usernames and passwords. You only have to log in once and then it stays. But if it ever gets, if you ever have to reset your iPad, or you need to be able to refer back to it and know where you save those passwords. I'm going to come back to the Overdrive app at the end when we talk about the Broward County Library. The next you have is your Kindle app. Your Kindle app would be used to read any of the Amazon books. Anything you buy on Amazon, you can even rent some books on Amazon. And now the public library also has them where you can download, you can choose the format you download. So one format you could download and you can open it in the Overdrive app. Another format is actually the Kindle app. So if you have an actual Kindle, you can read it on there. But as you can see, this is a free app as well. So it's just a reader and it's the format the book comes in that you would use the Kindle app for. The next one is the Nook, and it's proprietary to Barnes & Noble. So if you purchase any Barnes & Noble books, you would have to download the free Nook app as well, or of course you could read it on the device itself, the Nook. There are many free book apps out there. The one that I have here is just called Free Books. That's the name of the app. It also includes some audiobooks. And most of the things you're going to find on these free book apps are called public domain materials. And public domain just means that the copyright is more than 100 years old. So really the copyright has expired. And in this app you can see you can scroll across the top and look for different topics. Of course a lot of your classics are going to be in the public domain and any of your older materials, but you can search there. A lot of the required reading, the students will find them in the public domain and so they can read them for free. The next app is your iBooks app, and that is for things that are purchased through Apple. Apple will sell you a book just like Amazon will sell you a book, and this would be the reader that it would go into, the iBooks. You can go to the store and also search for free books. And there you see hundreds of books to download for free. Same thing, you'll come across a lot of the classics. You'll see a lot of things that maybe are also self-published, so I would caution you with your free books that sometimes you get what you pay for. So a lot of the self-published items will show up here. And of course you always want to censor for content, especially if you have students using it or your children using your device. So that's just a quick look at iBooks. Now looking at the Broward County Library, this is the WOW app. It's without walls. You will need to log in with your library username, and your password is generally the last 4 digits of your phone number. And if you have not obtained a public library card, I really encourage you to do so. They do have a lot of good books out there. I know sometimes people are dissuaded from using the public library, but also the more we go out as Christians and request items for them to carry, they really do listen to their patrons. So we do need more Christians out there asking for materials, asking for authors, asking for things that we want to read to combat the other types of literature that's out there. So you do have to log into your Broward County Library app, and then you have your account you can look at. You have the digital collection. You have all types of databases that we pay tax money for anyways, so you might as well use those digital resources that you're paying for. And that's why a lot of times we don't duplicate them in the library, because the county has already purchased them and our taxpayer money is paying for them. So that's your Broward County Library app, and I want to show you when you search through Overdrive how to set it up to the Broward County Library. So back to your Overdrive app, you can see where it says add a library. I'm going to touch there. You can search, tells you right there, library name, city. I'm not sure how the Palm Beach Library works. It's a large county as well, so I'm sure it probably is on Overdrive. But since my library card is in Broward, that's the one I'm going to demonstrate. So if I search Broward, it's going to give me all the branches. What I do is I just go to Broward County Library under the B, and that means that's the whole library system, so it's going to search the whole library. And here you can see it's loading, it's going out to the web, and that's usually what it's going to happen when you're downloading an ebook or an audiobook. It's going to go out to the web and get that information. And here you see you can do a search at the top. So for example, if I wanted Francine Rivers or Charles Martin, I can do a search here, see what's available. A little bit about the icons for the Broward County Library. As they load, you can see the earphone, the little headphones at the top. That's going to be an audiobook. Or you can see the little book pages. Looks like an open book. That's going to be an ebook. If the icon is dark or shaded in, that means that book's available right now to download. If it's grayed out or lighter, it's already in use. And you can put a hold on that item if you want to. So for right now, I can tell that this second book in, if I tap on it, it's an audiobook. I can tell it's available because the headphones are dark. The title is When Crickets Cry. And on the right hand side you can see it tells me available formats. I can use the Overdrive. Yes, I have the Overdrive app, so I know I can use it. There's an audiobook, so we know what that is. At the bottom it gives you some other recommendations, and like I told you, there's a lot of Christian fiction out there, so it starts to recommend you depending on what type of books you like to read. I'm going to go back, use my back button, because I don't want an audiobook right now. Maybe I wanted an ebook. So I'm going to choose the second row, the mountains between us, the mountain between us. If I click on it, there it tells me a little bit more. I can click more. It tells me about the book, gives me a nice synopsis, an excerpt. And then I can decide, let's see what kind of formats it comes in. In the upper right, it tells me Kindle book. So I could read on my Kindle app. Overdrive, I can read it on my Overdrive app. It also comes as an Adobe EPUB. EPUB is just a more basic, it usually looks just like printed page. I don't like the format as much. The Overdrive is what I use the most often. So I can click, yes, I'd like the Overdrive. Once I click borrow, I can tell it what format I want it in. It has my library card, it will remember me. And here I have a choice. I can select the format that I want. I'm going to click download, and there I can choose Kindle or ebook. I'll do just Kindle. It works the same both ways for me, so it doesn't really matter to me because I have both apps. And there it's going to take me out to Amazon. Once I click on it, because I stayed logged in on Amazon, it's going to download for me automatically into my Kindle app. But if you're not logged in, it might ask you to log into your Amazon account. So now if I go back to my Kindle app, because that's the version I downloaded, I'll log in there. There's the book I have downloaded already. Let me make sure it downloaded from Amazon. I'm going to go back to the web. And there you can see it says Get Library Book, so I'm not buying it. I am checking out the free version from the library. And it will download to my Kindle app. Now if I go back to my Kindle app, it should be there or downloading shortly, as long as I've signed in. And it takes a few minutes, and there's the book, and I can open up and read it in my Kindle app. So if you need any help, one-on-one tutorials with any of the ebooks you find online or audiobooks, help downloading them, you can always stop by your library and I will help you out.